Good afternoon, race fans, and welcome to Wild West Racing League, sponsored by the YO Outlaw Custom Diecast Gen 4 Series. This is October, and we are also adding the Stand for Wit Foundation and Breast Cancer Awareness. The Stand for Wit Foundation is a foundation that works to help people find themselves in a domestic violence situation, and they give them the resources to help get them out of those situations. Breast Cancer Awareness is October, and so we also bring that up as well for Wild West Racing League. The cars now are beginning their qualifying, so let's take a look. Tonight we're at Nashville Superspeedway. It's a 1.3 mile track. Track temperature is 95 degrees here in Lebanon, Tennessee. 68 degrees outside with 63% chance of precipitation, cloudy, and 9-mile-an-hour winds. Nashville Superspeedway. So, look at some of our leaders. Tanner Ensign, Scott Rush, see Trey Smith doing his lap. You get 2 laps here. Both laps, for time-wise, you're going to want to be on the bottom in the corners. You see him get a little loose there coming out of 4 and across the start-finish line. And that's it. So let's see if we can pull up Trey into our broadcast booth. We have to find him. Where did he go? There he is.
I'm gonna bust his ass.
That.
Thanks, Tony.
Hey, Trey Smith, Barry Stevenson broadcast booth. You got me.
Yes, sir. I got you, brother.
Hey, how about that qualifying run? What do you think?
Definitely a little bit faster than where we were practice pace. Definitely gotta really be focused tonight and dialed in, and hopefully we can get this Redline Radio #1 Chevy up in victory lane tonight.
Well, that white #1 car's looking sharp. You've got so far you're podiuming at second place on qualifying, so maybe you'll keep that and you'll be right on the front row. Well, no, it looks like you just got taken out by Dakota Henderson. So you're in the second row, but you're in the catbird seat. Third place, right behind the leader.
Yes, sir. We're gonna do our best and go after.
All right, Trey Smith in the #1 car. Going to put you back up to the driver meeting area, and you can move yourself from there. But thanks for taking the time out to talk with us in the broadcasting booth.
Absolutely, Barry. Thank you.
That was Trey Smith, like I said. As the cars continue to do their runs, looks like we're about done. We can see Perry Harrington doing his lap. Looks like he got loose coming out of that corner as well. He's in that City Chevrolet 96 machine. Folks, we have 12 drivers here tonight, and out of that 12, only 1 car is not a Chevrolet Monte Carlo, and that would be the 12 Ford Mustang of Logan Gill, who finds himself currently in second place as far as qualifying goes. So there's the 96 Perry Harrington, and he's finished. So it looks like we are now done qualifying. Scott Rush, Logan Gill, third Dakota Henderson, Trey Smith is fourth, fifth is Houston Galena, Tanner Ensign, Hunter Sr., Brighton Coleman, Mike Presley, and 10th is Jacob Shavit. Perry Harrington, 11th. 12th is Justin Bell. As the cars begin to line up on Pace Row, we can see that our first two cars will line up side by side. Will be Scott Rush and Logan Gill. Both real fast times here tonight. Dakota Henderson will line up beside Trey Smith. Houston Galena will line up beside Tanner Ensign. Hunter Sr. and Brighton Coleman will line up side by side. Mike Presley and Jacob Schaffet will be side by side. And then 11th to 12th in your sixth row will be Perry Harrington and Justin Bell lined up together. Wild West Racing League, each and every Tuesday night. We know you have a choice. We thank you for watching Wild West Racing League, sponsored by the WYO Outlaw Custom Diecast Gen 4 Series. This is brought to you by the Fearless Broadcasting Network, and I'm broadcaster Barry Stevens. Once again, the temperatures outside are 93 degrees on the track. We're in Lebanon, Tennessee, outside of Nashville. Weather outside is 68 degrees with 63% chance of precipitation. Cloudy skies with 9-mile-an-hour winds. That could affect this race very easily. Depending upon where that wind is coming from, will tell you if it's up against blowing towards a wall or blowing at your back, or if it's a headwind. There's all of these different places depending upon which way the wind and the gusts are around this track that will hurt or hinder or help your car. Now we're in the Gen 4 cars tonight. That's, remember, the golden era of NASCAR with winners like Tony Stewart, Jeff Gordon, and many others that I can't think of off the top of my head. But this was an era where the cars were fast, lots of ability to tinker with the cars, and we saw some great racing in the early 2000s. So Scott Rush is going to lead them to the line as the pace car moves off. The 04 on the inside. He'll wait for the green flag, and he'll be taking them off. Right. And we're under green. Looks like the 12 gets a great move on the outside. Logan Gill. Scott Rush is on the inside. Second place. Third place is Trey Smith, Dakota Henderson, and Tanner Ensign. You can see the entire field now as they come down the backstretch. The Logan Gill still in the front. Scott Rush now in second still. Trey Smith in third. Dakota Henderson fourth. Tanner Ensign is fifth. Sixth is Houston Galena. Seventh, Hunter Sr. Scott Rush has now moved up to third place. And now the 5 car of Dakota Henderson is in third place. He has to move to the outside to try to get around and make the move, but he cannot do it. Scott Rush retains third place. Now we've got a 3-way battle for third place. The 5, oh no, the 5 goes to the outside retaining fence. His car is damaged. We are under caution. That was a hard hit. That was by the 5 of Dakota Henderson. See his hood up. This is after the hit. And boy, the car's damaged. So as we get back up to the front of the field here, Logan Gill is your leader. Trey Smith has moved up into second place in that sharp-looking 1 car. 44, Tanner Ensign. Fourth place is the 4 of Scott Rush. Fifth is the 20 Chevrolet of Hunter Sr. 6 is the 106 of Houston Galena. He was fast in practice. 7th place is the 00 of Jacob Shoffett. Perry Harrington is your 8th place 96 car. Your 40 car is Brighton Coleman in 9th place. 10th is Dakota Henderson in the 5 car. He was involved in that wreck. The 000 Mike Presley in 11th, and 12th is Justin Bell in the 8 car. One thing about Nashville is it tends to be a single groove track. That being that yellow line that you see across the bottom is pretty much the only place that you can run around here. You really can't pass on the outside. There's no grip. Just an inability to get by somebody on the outside. So really what you have to do is look for somebody to wash up. If possible, get underneath them and get into the corner. That's going to be the best way and the best route to get by somebody here, is to get by them on the bottom. You're just going to have to watch for that opportunity. And if you're the driver in each and every one of these cars, you want to make sure that you're down there on the bottom as you come into the corners and through the apex and back out to the outside wall. It's important to stay onto that yellow line. If you don't, the car behind you is going to put that nose in there, and you're going to be pushed out to the outside. So while we're under caution here at lap 4, we have 90 laps to complete tonight. Sponsored by the YO Outlaw Custom Diecast Gen 4 Series. We also want to give a shout out to the Stand for Wit Foundation. October is Domestic Violence Month, and like I said, there's 12 million men and women who suffer from domestic violence every year. The Stand for Wit Foundation helps those and gives them resources to put them in situations that are safer. October is also Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So we thank Wild West Racing League for adding these 2 sponsors, shout-outs, as well as the YO Outlaw Custom Diecast Gen 4 Series. Once again, Nashville Super Speedway is a 1.3 mile track. It's 93 degrees on the racing surface right now, although it's only 68 degrees in the stands. So there's quite a difference. But still, 93 degrees is actually quite cool for these tires. We've had some races where the temperatures were only in the 60s, though, on the race surface. So let's hope that with a little bit warmer track that the racing will be a little bit better, and maybe we won't have so many cautions tonight. As the pace car moves off the racing surface, the 12 of Logan Gill is going to lead them to the start-finish line. And he's off. Logan Gill, Trey Smith takes it on the outside. He's now moves strictly into second place. Tanner Ensign is in third place in that purple 44 machine. Fourth place now is Hunter Sr. in the 20 car, and fifth place is the 00 by Jacob Shoffett. These cars have high horsepower, much more horsepower than even this track, which is not old, was designed to use. These cars have over 750 horsepower at the throttle. You have to be a true wheelman at a place like Nashville to get around here. It's not that large of a track, but the speeds that they're carrying are actually pretty good. We look here at Trey Smith. We see that as he comes down, he's hitting speeds of upwards of 183 miles an hour as he comes into the corner, and then through the corners into the 134, 133 mark, back up as he comes back to the backstretch, and he makes it just into the 170s. So we see that these cars are definitely carrying good speed here. One more time, we'll look ahead and see if he can get into the 180s again, and he does, 183, 184, before he has to come off the throttle. So that's some great racing that we're seeing. Now, Logan Gill has continued to be strong here tonight. Trey Smith has moved up, though, into second place, and he seems to have him in his sights. He is only 0.4 of a second behind him right now. He's definitely in his draft, and he catches him on all the corners. Don't know if that's wise or not, because the tires here can get really used up really easy. Like I said, this is a one groove track, and you need to be on the bottom to be fast. You see all the cars come to the bottom, just like I said. That's the fastest way around this racetrack. Then let the car drift up to the outside wall. And back down into the corner. We see third place, the battle again. Tanner Ensign, Jacob Shoffett, Scott Rush, back behind. Hunter Sr., though, Jacob Shoffett, Tanner Ensign, all fighting for that third position. Hunter Sr. has got it by himself, but now look right behind him as the 44 of Tanner Ensign moves and takes a position from Jacob Shoffett. Our leader continues to be Logan Gill as he stretches out his lead to 1.1 seconds now over Trey Smith. Trey Smith is able to close the gap slightly in the corners, but Logan Gill really gets him on the straightaways. Let's look inside Trey Smith's car as he follows the leader, Logan Gill. Brings it in there real deep. Fights to get it down to that yellow line. Stays right in the draft of that 12 car of Logan Gill. Gets a little loose coming off a 4. That's just going to happen almost every lap. Just got to get used to it. That's why I said it takes a real wheelman to race here. He got a little bit off the bottom there. That's the opportunity that belays for the person that is behind him. If you do not stay on the bottom, somebody else can, if they're behind you, can get down to the bottom and take that position away from you. So we take a look again from the overhead view, and we see Logan Gill in the 12, way out in front. Now a full second over Trey Smith. Now Trey Smith's got Hunter Sr. on his bumper, so they're fighting for that position. So if we look at it back to Hunter Sr. now, this is what he's trying to do. We can see the first place of Logan Gill up front. Trey Smith's in second. And third here is Hunter Sr. Now what's interesting is Hunter Sr. and Trey Smith are tied for points this season. They're both in first place, tied for first place. So it's real interesting to see them race here together right now. You can see those cars, how loose they are getting out of the corner. Trey Smith is given about as much throttle as that car can handle going through the corners. The 20 gets us up just a little bit. Looks like Hunter Sr. seems to have a little bit of extra, but he can't quite get past Trey Smith. And so there you have the front of our field. First through fifth, Tanner Ensign is back here in fifth. Go back a little bit farther, and to seventh, we see Houston Galena looking to go past the 96 of Perry Harrington if you can. We've under caution again. Dakota Henderson got into a crash. Let's see what happened to Dakota. Yeah, they just got together. It looked like incidental conduct. Let's see if we can get the 5 of Dakota Henderson up into the booth to talk to us. Hey, Dakota Henderson, Barry Stevens in the broadcast booth. You got me.
Yes, sir. How's it going?
Oh, it's going good. I saw that tap that you had on the rear of your bumper. Tell me about what happened there.
I was just trying to catch the car, running it up the hill, and I got tapped. Kind of lost it. Tried to save it, but I just part of it would have been back here from my other incident. So unfortunately, my fault. I'm back here.
Well, that's okay. We're only on lap 19, coming up on lap 20 of 90 laps. You've got plenty of time to make your car whole again and to get back up racing for a podium here tonight. I appreciate the time that you've taken to come with us and talk and give us an explanation up in the broadcast booth. I'll let you go back over to where you were at.
Yes, sir. You have a good one, man.
Thank you. That's Dakota Henderson in number 5 Chevrolet. Now it looks like Trey Smith did not pit. We're on lap 20 of 90, so he will lead a lap, at least one. Tanner Ensign on his outside. Perry Harrington is in third now. Scott Rush is showing in fourth. Bryton Coleman is in fifth. The rest of the field is in the pits. With 70 laps to go and another caution, these cars are capable of going quite a few laps without needing any Sunoco race fuel. But with these cautions, some of these guys have decided to come on in, go ahead and top off, and probably put some fresh Goodyears on underneath their cars. That'll give them some extreme amount of speed compared to these front runners that are here now. The tire difference does wear off in about 10 laps, but for about the first 10 laps, the cars that did come in for fresh rubber are going to be faster than our leaders. We're going to want to take a look at that and watch out for it. You're watching the WYO Outlaw Custom Diecast Gen 4 Series. Nashville Superspeedway. Brought to you by Fearless Broadcasting Network. Once again, I'm broadcaster Barry Stevens. We know you have choices of where to watch racing. We thank you that you chose YouTube, Wild West Racing League, and Fearless Broadcasting. So, as the cars have come out of the pits, we now have Trey Smith is our leader, Tanner Ensign running second, Perry Harrington third, fourth is Scott Rush, fifth is Bryton Coleman, sixth is Logan Gill, seventh is now Jacob Shoffett, eighth is Houston Galena, ninth is Hunter Sr., 10th showing a lap down is Mike Presley, Dakota Henderson showing a lap down as well, 12th place showing Justin Bell. Pace car is off. We're getting ready to go. Trey Smith will lead them to the line with Tanner Ensign on his outside. And they're off. The one gets a pretty good jump with the 44, almost as good. 44 moves in behind him. And then in third place is Perry Harrington in that 96 machine. So first place now is Trey Smith, Tanner Ensign, and Perry Harrington. Behind them, you've got a bunch of cars going for it at 4th, 5th, and 6th. We look back here at this battle. We see the 106 of Houston Galena and that Milwaukee Chevy. It's a sharp-looking car, all red. Underneath him is that 20 Home Depot of Hunter Sr. Hunter's always fast everywhere he goes. Remember, he's halfway leading the points in this series, along with Trey Smith. So we expect him to move up here tonight. But this is your battle. Get a view of that 12 car. of Logan Gill. We'll move up a little bit to 4th place. This is Jacob Shoffett, and he's watching what's going on in front of him. Perry Harrington, Tanner Ensign, and Trey Smith. Let's move up 1 position to Perry Harrington and see what he sees. So that's what he's doing. Let's look at his view from the cockpit. 3rd place. He's right behind that Tanner Ensign 44 Chevy, the Stand for Wit machine. Break the silence, end domestic violence. That's the 44 of Tanner Ensign. Perry Harrington running 3rd currently. You see the top 6 in your frame, 7th, 8th, and 9th coming to the back, and we have, oh boy, 3rd place of Perry Harrington got real loose. Logan Gill in the 12. 20, Hunter Sr. Does Hunter have what it takes to get past the 12? Not this time by. The 20 wants that position. The 20 is so fast. He's looking on the outside. He cannot make the pass on the outside, I don't believe. Maybe he's just trying to get momentum. And look behind him is the 00 of Jacob Shoffett. We've got a 3-way battle here for 4th place. Let's look inside that 20 car of Hunter Sr. See if we can't see him, what he's looking at while he's driving. This is your 5th place driver, Hunter Sr. He's right on the bumper of Logan Gill. As he tries to go to the outside and carry some momentum, Logan Gill's got the line and keeps it kind of loose there. So now he'll try on the inside of Logan. Logan Gill has the momentum and the braking power to keep things going. So this is our battle right here inside of Hunter Sr.'s car. Go back to the front of the field and we see Tanner Ensign is now your new leader. Trey Smith has moved into 2nd. Folks, I'm so sorry we missed that lead change. The 44 of Tanner Ensign now has a 3/10 gap over the number 1 of Trey Smith. Did Trey Smith use up his rubber? Or did he just back off and try to save what he has and not fight for position? Because in 4th place, you've got 4 cars that are all fighting. And if they catch up to this lead pack, it's anybody's game. Strategy plays such a big part here. We're on lap 30 now of 90. A third of the way through as we see the 44 get extremely loose on the bottom. And he drops back into 3rd place, Tanner Ensign. Now, Trey Smith takes back over for 1st place. 2nd place is Perry Harrington in that 96 machine. Tanner Ensign gathers it up underneath himself, and he's still going. But on the inside of him is Hunter Sr., who passes for 3rd place. Hunter Sr. is fast. So you've got in 1st place and in 3rd place, you have your 2 season leading points carriers. Lap 32. Look up towards the front here. We see the 96 and the 20 fighting for 2nd position. Trey Smith is up front while these guys fight now at about a half a second, a little bit over a half a second. And we see now Hunter Sr. try to get onto the inside. That's the passing lane. That's where he's going to need to be. And he's got Perry Harrington on the outside now. And he does make the pass. Hunter Sr. now is in 2nd place behind Trey Smith. Now we have got a battle of our 2 leaders season-wise, and they are 1 and 2, Trey Smith and Hunter Sr. Perry Harrington moves into third. Fourth is Jacob Schaffet. Fifth is Tanner Ensign. Sixth is Logan Gill. Seventh is Houston Galena. Then Brighton Coleman, Scott Rush. Mike Presley, Dakota Henderson, and Justin Bell were showing out of the race. So we have 11 cars, 9 of them on the lead lap. That's pretty good for a racetrack of 1.3 miles. It doesn't race like a typical super speedway would, being that it's so much smaller. And you are definitely off the gas quite a bit, not like Daytona or Talladega. In the corners here, you must come off throttle or you won't make the corner. So we see our leader, Hunter Sr. and Trey Smith now. And in fourth place, Jacob Schaffet, trying to get that move around Perry Harrington. And 20, Hunter Sr. on the outside goes by Trey Smith. Wow. There we go. Hunter Sr. in first. Trey Smith moves into second. Your two leaders are running 1 and 2. Third place, Perry Harrington. Fourth is Tanner Ensign now. Jacob Schaffet is in fifth. Sixth is Logan Gill. Houston Galena is seventh. Eighth is Scott Rush. And ninth is Brian Coleman. Those are all the cars on your lead lap. We're at lap 37 of 90. So over a third of the way through this race. We see the gap that Hunter Sr. has put out now is over 0.6 of a second over Trey Smith in second position. Perry Harrington is behind him in third position. We see the fight and the battle here. It looks like Trey Smith is fighting for his life in second position there. We see the 96 and the 00, and it looks like they're going to both go by Trey Smith on the inside. Oh no, we have an accident. The 96 is off the course. Perry Harrington. Let's see what happened to him in the 96 machine. Oh my. Let's take a look at that again. Well, I'm not sure if he came down or the other car came up. Perry Harrington. Well, let's see if we can find Perry Harrington and bring him down to the broadcast booth. Hey, Perry Harrington, Barry Stevens in the broadcast booth. You got me?
I got you, buddy.
Hey, Perry, tell us what happened there.
Well, I thought I was clear, man, and, of course, I came down and clipped him a little bit, and I wasn't clear.
Well, that's about the clearest explanation I think we've heard from any driver in a long time. Racing's hard out there. Now, you've got quite a few laps left. We're over a third of the way through, but you still have got almost 2/3 of the way to get your machine fixed and get it back out there. You have a fast machine.
Yes, sir. I actually, no fixing needed, just some tires and fuel, and no worry, I'll be in the front again.
All right. Well, that was Perry Harrington in the 96 machine. We'll move you back up. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir.
Perry Harrington in your 96 machine. So we're showing now Jacob Schaffet as your leader, and that 106 machine of Houston Galena is in second place. Not really sure. As we've got cars coming in and out of the pits, we'll have to double check and take a look and see exactly who's where. While we're doing that, let's just remind everybody that we're here with Wild West Racing League at Nashville Super Speedway, a 1.3 mile track where the outside temperatures on the track are 93 degrees. It's only 68 degrees in the stands with a 63% chance of precipitation. It is cloudy the wind has dropped to 9 miles an hour. It was earlier at 12. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Fearless Broadcasting Network. I'm broadcaster Barry Stevens. Wild West Racing. Ride fast, race free. Wild West Racing. Sponsored by the WYO Outlaw Custom Diecast Gen 4 Series. Also want to bring up that October is Domestic Violence Month, and the Stand for Wit Foundation is a part of that. This is a foundation that helps the 12 million American men and women each year that find themselves in domestic violence situations. They help give them the resources they need to be safe. October is also Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we thank Wild West Racing for allowing the Stand for Wit Foundation and Breast Cancer Awareness to be on the vehicles for the month of October. So we've got Jacob Shoffett, Houston Galena, third, Hunter Sr., Trey Smith showing fourth, fifth is Tanner Ensign, sixth car is Bryton Coleman, seventh is Scott Rush, eighth is Logan Gill, Perry Harrington is ninth, 10th is Mike Presley. Dakota Henderson is your only car a lap down now in the 5 machine. So if he gets a lucky dog on the next caution, he will be on the lead lap. Jacob Shoffett will lead him down to the start line. And he's off. The 106 on the outside of Houston Galena gets a bad restart. Lets Hunter Sr. on the inside take the position. He'll move into second all by himself. So Jacob Shoffett and then Hunter Sr. Behind him is Trey Smith. Trey Smith gets a little bit on the outside of the track, washes up, but keeps third place. Fourth place is Houston Galena, followed by Tanner Ensign in fifth. Let's see what Jacob Shoffett has for him tonight. This is his first time to lead. He's got Hunter Sr. right behind him. 0.6 of a second. Let's see what he's got. We're under caution again. Looks like Houston Galena. Let's see what happened to Logan Gill. Oh. Well. Look at that. Wow. Logan Gill really got into it there. Let's see if we can find Logan. He is not on a radio channel, so we're not going to be able to bring him up. Wow. Let's see what happened to Houston Galena in the 106. He got tapped on the inside by the 44 and then goes right into the outside wall. That was the 106 of Houston Galena. So we go to the beginning behind our pace car and we'll see that we have Trey Smith and Hunter Sr. out front once again. Then Tanner Ensign and Bryton Coleman. Perry Harrington and Mike Presley. And then we've got a few takers into pit road after that. Logan Gill, Scott Rush, Jacob Shoffett are all in pit road. Let's see what happens with Dakota Henderson here in the 5 car. So it looks like Houston Galena has got some good damage. We see the 5 car coming around, the pace car. He got his lucky dog. If you don't know what the lucky dog is, folks, that's when you have a caution. The first car, 1 lap down, gets to go around and get their lap back. It just makes for better racing, but you have to be the first car a lap down. In this case, we only had 1 car a lap down, and so he's going to come around and be on the lead lap with the rest of the drivers. So as we get ready to go racing again, we have Hunter Sr. starting. Trey Smith will be in second. Tanner Ensign third. Fourth is Brighton Coleman, and your fifth place starter will be Perry Harrington in the Chevrolet. Sixth will be Jacob Shoffett with Mike Presley, and seventh or eighth is Logan Gill. We're showing Scott Rush and Dakota Henderson still a lap down, so maybe Dakota was more than one lap down. Hunter Sr., though, in that 20 car, is going to lead him to the beginning here. And we'll do a restart on lap 45, going on to lap 46. Had some great racing here so far, especially in first and second, and then right around third to fifth, right in there. Had some real close racing. So the pace car is off. Hunter Sr. will lead him down. And Hunter is off. Trey Smith gets great jump, moves in just behind Hunter Sr. Third place is a 44 of Tanner Ensign. That's your first three. Fourth place is a 96 of Perry Harrington. Fifth on the outside is the 40 machine of Brighton Coleman. Gutsy move. Hunter Sr., Trey Smith, Tanner Ensign, Perry Harrington, and Brighton Coleman are your front five. We see battles for 6th, 7th, and 8th also. Hunter Sr. now has that lead with Trey Smith behind him. Trey Smith was fast earlier. Did he use up his tires? Is that something that may have happened to him? If so, what does he do now? Does he just try to stay behind Hunter Sr. for a few laps, a bunch of laps, and just save his equipment? Or does he go up there and he race for that place? We don't know. That's what the strategy is between these drivers, their crew chiefs, their teams. Any communication between different team members, they know exactly what it is they need to do. So Hunter Sr. will continue to make the lead, but we have some changes as we go back. Trey Smith is, of course, second, but now Tanner Ensign is in third. Logan Gill has moved to fourth. Jacob Shoffett is in fifth place. Sixth is Perry Harrington. Mike Presley is in seventh, and eighth is Brighton Coleman. Another caution. Looks like Brighton Coleman. Got loose. And, oh my gosh, into the inside retaining fence. Brighton Coleman. Not what he wanted to have happen. Let's see if we can bring Brighton Coleman up into the booth. Hey, Brighton Coleman, Barry Stevenson broadcast booth. You got me?
I got you.
Hey, can you tell us what happened out there?
Man, it's just concrete. Slippery, you know? Thing gets away from you. Get a little too much throttle. Paying attention to my mirror a little bit too much, you know? Don't tell the fans.
Yeah, absolutely. You could tell that you got loose there coming out of the corner, and these cars have so much extra horsepower, it's just really difficult to wheel them around.
Sorry, I'm focusing on who all I got to pass here. Yeah, it's just real slick tonight.
Well,
I love racing on concrete, but you know how it is.
Yeah, it's its own beast, that's for sure. All right, and we don't have that hot of a track either. Track temperatures are only in the 90s, so you know that makes a big difference as well. I'll move you back down to Ensign Motorsports with your team.
All right, appreciate it.
Thank you for your time. So as we get ready to go racing again, Hunter Sr., then Trey Smith, Tanner Ensign, Brighton Coleman, Logan Gill, Jacob Shoffett, Mike Presley. Perry Harrington is showing 8th, but he's in the pits. Dakota Henderson got his lap back. He's showing 9th. Houston Galena is showing a lap down now in 10th. Scott Rush is in the pits. So, as I said earlier, You got Trey Smith right behind Hunter Sr. What is it going to take for him to stay in his mirror? Can he intimidate him? Does he have anything for Hunter Sr.? We know he's fast. He's tied for points with Hunter Sr. Trey Smith is. So you got to wonder. Now we see some takers from about 5th place on back going into pit road. Those cars are going to be fast on restart. But our 2 leaders up there, that's kind of been where the race has been, except for right around 4th or 5th place. There's been a cluster of cars all fighting for that position. It's been really exciting. So all around on this racetrack here tonight, there's been excitement to be had. Hunter Sr. will be the Chevrolet that will be leading him to the starting line, followed by Trey Smith in his Chevy, and then the one single Ford of Logan Gill will start in 3rd place. Tanner Ensign in the 44 will start 4th, and 5th is Mike Presley, 6th is Dakota Henderson. 7th is Jacob Shoffett, 8th is Perry Harrington, and 9th is Brighton Coleman. We have 1 car lap down the 106 of Houston Galena. Pace car is off. We're getting ready to go racing. Hunter Sr. will be bringing him around from the outside line. And he's off. Gets a great jump. Trey Smith moves into 2nd place and keeps it by himself. But on the outside is the 12 of Logan Gill. Logan Gill's side by side on the outside. Can he make a pass on the outside? It doesn't seem to happen though. The 1's on the inside and still has position. The 12's on the outside. They are fighting side by side for 2nd place. Back in 4th position is Tanner Ensign. Looks like Trey Smith keeps 2nd by himself, but Logan Gill really wants that position. Look at him on the inside now of Trey Smith. And it looks like that inside position is the position to have as they come around through the corner into the turn. Trey Smith and Logan Gill fighting it out while Hunter Sr. just moves farther and farther into the front. He now has a 0.6 of a second lead. That happens when other cars are racing each other. You actually drive slower when you're racing another car than if you're just in line. So we see that 1 of Logan Gill. We see that 12 of Trey Smith. They are fighting for that position. Not exactly sure what's gone on with Trey Smith. He was fast, so fast earlier, and now he just seems to be backing off. Now Logan Gill is in 2nd position, but you can see Logan Gill is back here, and he still has his bumper full of Trey Smith, who's now got onto the inside and maybe can do the swap over. I'm not sure. We're going to have to see. They're side by side, banging doors almost. And the 44 of Tanner Ensign gets loose and comes to the bottom of the racetrack, but saves it. What an excellent save by Tanner Ensign in the 44 Purple Machine. We see Logan Gill. We see Hunter Sr. way up in another zip code. We look back here, the battle for 2nd place, and 2nd and 3rd. 4th place is Mike Presley and that 000, followed by Perry Harrington in the 5th as they battle it out. So we have a battle for 2nd and 3rd, and then we have a battle for 4th. And that 5 card, don't count him out. He's moved up to 6th place, Dakota Henderson. So Hunter Sr. is now 0.9 of a second in front of Logan Gill. And Trey Smith, who is in 3rd place, just cannot seem to catch a break here tonight. He's been fast all night, but for whatever reason, it's been short run speeds that he seems to have carried. As the race has gone on, it seems like Hunter Sr. has been commanding lead that he has, and nobody's got anything for him. That 12 of Logan Gill running second. Let's see what's happening back farther here. And we see Dakota Henderson in that 5 car moving up on to Mike Presley in that 000. Does he have anything for him? He's going to have to get on the bottom if he can. And it looks like he's got it on the bottom. Look at that. What a great move by Dakota Henderson over Mike Presley. That's for 4th position. That was an outstanding move there. Look at that. Dakota Henderson now moves up into 4th. We go all the way back here, and we see Trey Smith back up in 3rd place now. 2nd place is the 12 Machining of Logan Gill, and Hunter Sr. is in 1st place. We still have a gap of 0.6 of a second to Hunter Sr., so he is somewhat catching him, as you can see him in the top of your frame now. Got him down to almost 0.5 of a second between 1st and 2nd place. So we have a great race. We have now reached lap 60 of 90. We are 2/3 the way through this race, race fans. Wild West Racing League, this is a great place to watch racing every night. We thank you that you're here on a Tuesday night. You're not going to find any better racing than the Wild West Racing League, sponsored by the WYO Outlaw Custom Diecast Gen 4 Series. This is the best there is. These guys are pros at what they do, and as you can see, once we got settled down and these cars got some heat in them, we've not seen any more cautions. We've just had some really good racing. Hunter Sr. continues to lead, but that 12 car continues to cut the lead down, is now 0.29 second gap. So almost 0.3 of a second, and that's all. He's cut that gap in half just in the last 4 or 5 laps. So you know Hunter Sr.'s got to be looking in his rearview mirror. He sees Logan Gill coming. Now if you're Logan Gill and you're looking forward, this is what you're looking at. He doesn't look like he's fighting the car at all. He looks like he's just riding right behind that 20. As you can see, the gap that was there that the 20 had built up is completely vanished now. That 12 car is right on his bumper, and I guarantee you that 20 car of Hunter Sr. is looking in his rear view mirror. It's a battle shaping up for 1st place between that 20 and the 12. Look at them go. The lone Ford fighting for dominance among a field full of Chevrolets. Can that Mustang outdo all of these Monte Carlos here tonight? Hunter Sr. continues to lead. Logan Gill's in 2nd. Trey Smith is in 3rd position. Dakota Henderson's in 4th. 5th place car is Mike Presley. Let's look back here, and we see Mike Presley in the 000. Driving that WYO Outlaw Custom Diecast Gen 4 Series paint job. Look a little bit farther back, we see Tanner Ensign in 6th place. Let's look back up here at our front. We see Hunter Sr. continues to lead by a gap of about 0.3 of a second, not more than that, over Logan Gill. Logan Gill has just been pacing him for quite a few laps now. He may be saving his equipment for the end of this race if they don't have another stop. And those tires might come in handy. He has to stay within pouncing distance, so he cannot let Hunter Sr. get away from him. But boy, he's got a great line, that 12 car does. Both cars get down to the bottom. That time Logan Gill got up a little bit off the bottom. That'll scrub those tires, make them heat up a little bit more. When these tires get a little hot, they get slippery. And we're racing on concrete also. This is not asphalt. So the track itself slides quite a bit more than it would on asphalt. While the track itself does grip up because of the rubber that's put down, there are lanes and lines that you can run on. You can see the bottom of the track where they're running is all dark. That is where the rubber has been laid down by these cars. You see the 12 get loose coming off that corner, but he keeps it and he continues to run in second place. I'm not even sure he went off throttle during getting loose there. Just excellent wheel man, that number 12 of Logan Gill. Hunter Senior continues to lead with Trey Smith back in third place. Look back a little bit further, we see Mike Presley and the 000. Let's look back here and we see a race between the 96 and the 40. That's for 7th position. And Jacob Shoffett in the 00. We see 106. Houston Galena, he's a lap down. Hunter Senior continues to lead Logan Gill. We're at lap 70 now. We're at the last 20 laps of this battle at Nashville Super Speedway. Exciting racing going on here tonight, folks. Amazing. Is Hunter Senior going to be able to hold on to this lead that he has? It's not much of a lead. He's got about 0.4 of a second, but that's not a whole lot. That will definitely allow Logan Gill to stay within his draft, and he keeps pulling him along. It's actually helping to make Logan Gill just a little bit faster if he can get right inside the draft line of the 20 of Hunter Senior. Hunter Senior is the one that's breaking the air, while Logan Gill, if he can get in close enough behind him, is just pulling from Hunter Senior. Trey Smith still in third position, has not lost anything. We see Dakota Henderson behind him in that 5 machine. Following him in the 5th place is Mike Presley, who's trying desperately to catch up to Dakota Henderson in front of him. In 6th is Tanner Ensign. We see him in the Stand for Wit Foundation sponsored vehicle. Beautiful paint job. Awesome foundation. Brighton Coleman behind him. And that Kodak, number 40. And then last car on our lead lap is Jacob Shoffett and that 00. It's a sharp looking car. So it's been an afternoon of great racing here. Go back up to the front, we see that the lead is still a gap now of 0.6 of a second. So Hunter Senior has moved out a little bit in front of Logan Gill. We are lap 74 coming up to lap 75. 15 to go coming up. And here we are, lap 75. So with 15 to go, we have Hunter Senior, we have Logan Gill, and Trey Smith. Those are your 3 podium holders as we go. Then 4th would be Dakota Henderson. Mike Presley is in your 5th place. 6th is Tanner Ensign. Brighton Coleman is 7th. And Jacob Shoffett is your last car on the lead lap in 8th position. But Logan Gill and that Ford, the lone Ford in the field, continues to be strong in 2nd position. He's dropped back, however, as Hunter Senior just seems to be taken over. Trey Smith continues in 3rd position, and he doesn't have anybody too close behind him at the moment. We see the 5 machine in 4th position, Dakota Henderson. And behind Dakota is Mike Presley in that 000 machine. We see Hunter Senior way out front of the 12 of Logan Gill. And behind him is Trey Smith. So they're all spaced out about evenly. That's your 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place. Remember, first place and third place are tied for first place on the season. So, with Hunter Sr., if he can hold this position and win this race, he will take the season lead over Trey Smith. Nashville Superspeedway. What an amazing race. It's 93 degrees now, track temp. 68 degrees in the stands. If you're here in person, you're probably a little chilly. Winds 9 miles an hour. So, behind Logan Gill, Trey Smith is in third. He's moved back quite a bit. Dakota Henderson is behind him. And then Mike Presley, Tanner Ensign, Bryton Coleman, and Jacob Shoffett. Let's look at Dakota Henderson. He's quite a ways back. So it looks like, barring any major incident, our top three. Well, now we have the 5 come in. We have Hunter Sr. came in. Logan Gill has stayed out. So this will be the last stop for these cars. This is going to be interesting. Does Logan Gill have enough fuel? Can he make it? I don't know. Well, he's come around this time, so he'll get credit for that lap, but he didn't really need that credit. What he really needs is to have a fast green flag stop, as the rest of these cars will be coming out in front of him probably. Let's see where Jacob Shoffett is as he moves around and takes the lead. While Logan Gill's in the pits, Bryton Coleman's in the pits. Hunter Sr. now is back out on the track and he's showing in 4th position, but we've got some people in the pits, so let's see how this plays out. Hunter Sr.'s now moved up to 3rd with Logan Gill in 2nd position. Logan Gill's coming off the track, or on to the track, and we'll see that Hunter Sr. passes him for 2nd place. Jacob Shoffett is going to be our leader, though, in the 00 car. We see the 1 of Trey Smith showing 5th place. Not sure if Jacob Shoffett can make it all the way around for these last 8 laps. What kind of strategy do we have here? Wow. Hunter Sr. is in 2nd place, but look how far back he is. The gap is almost 20 seconds to Jacob Shoffett. Did Jacob Shoffett do something that nobody else could do? He certainly wasn't running in the front of this pack all night long. But here we are with 5 laps to go, and he finds himself with a commanding lead of over 19 seconds. In fact, he's lapped the entire field because everybody else has come into pit. If he can continue this for 5 more laps, he'll have this victory. Does he have the fuel? How about his tires? Does he have enough rubber underneath him to get around 5 more times? Hunter Sr. is now 17.5 seconds behind him with 5 laps to go. Is he going to be able to catch him? Let's look back at Hunter Sr., who seems to be riding all alone in 2nd, and Logan Gill in 3rd all alone. So the distance between 2nd and 3rd is still a pretty good gap, but the gap all the way up to front at Jacob Shoffett is 16.5 seconds from him to Hunter Sr. Let's look back a little bit at the 5. We see the field is pretty much all spread out now. Dakota Henderson in your 5th place car. Mike Presley's back in 6th place. 7th is Tanner Ensign. So we see him in that purple 44 machine, the Stand for Wit Foundation. And then 8th place is Brighton Coleman in your 40 Kodak machine. Behind Brighton is Houston Galena showing a lap down. Now we're showing Hunter Sr. is only 14 seconds behind. 2 laps to go. Don't think he's got enough in it to get him all the way there. It's only 13.5 seconds. He is so much faster than Shoffett. Jacob Shoffett, if he can make it these last 2 laps, I think he's got a victory pulled out. Let's look up here at front and see what he's got. Hunter Sr. is coming fast, but he just doesn't have the time for it. If Jacob Shoffett can bring this car around 2 more times, he's going to have a victory. We look back at Hunter Sr. now is only 12.5 seconds back. And moving very quickly. Logan Gill in 3rd. Not that far behind Hunter Sr. The gap now is down to 12.5 seconds. And we're on our white flag lap. Jacob Shoffett continues to lead the field. Hunter Sr., we're on 1 lap to go. Logan Gill is in 3rd place. This is how we're going to finish. Trey Smith and then Dakota Henderson in 5th place. What an incredible run by Jacob Shoffett. If he can pull this together, come around 1 more half of a lap, he can pull this out of a hat. This was just a magician's trick. Amazing run by Jacob Shoffett here tonight, and he will take the victory. Jacob Shoffett, Hunter Sr., Logan Gill, Trey Smith, Dakota Henderson, your top 5 cars. Wow, what an amazing run by Jacob Shoffett. Wow. Folks, Wild West Racing League is the place where you need to be each and every Tuesday night. These Gen 4 cars, sponsored by the custom Wild Outlaw Custom Diecast Gen 4 series, are just a blast to watch. They're fast, much too much horsepower, and these drivers are so good at what they do. Just shows you what, once they get the tires heated up, once they got the jitters out of them, they ran some great laps, and this just was an excellent race. We're going to get the top 3 podium holders, and we're going to interview them and find out how their night went. First, let's see if we've got Logan Gill. Don't see him in any. Looks like he is not available to speak with. Our 2nd place finisher is Hunter Sr. Let's see if we can't find Hunter Sr. Where did Hunter go? Okay, we got Logan Gill. Let's move Logan Gill, our 3rd place finisher, on up. Hey, Logan Gill, Barry Stevens in the broadcast booth. You got me?
Yes, sir.
How about 3rd place? Not 1st place, but not last place. 3rd place is a great finish for you.
Yeah, it's I'll take it. You know, I thought we had the best short run speed for sure, not long run. Hunter probably definitely had that, but I feel like we had the shortest long. I mean, the fastest long. I can't even talk. Fastest short run speed on a 10 lap, 15 lap average. I feel like I was the fastest car. Not really sure how the 00 saved enough fuel, but props to him. Cautions earlier kind of screwed up my strategy.
Yeah, when I get to interview Jacob, that's my very first question for him is how did he do that on that fuel load? But it's a great move by him. But I tell you what, 3rd place is great. You should be proud of that 3rd place finish. At any point, were you afraid that maybe you didn't even have a 3rd place car and you had to fight to continue where you were at?
Honestly, never.
Yeah.
No,
You
not
were
tonight. I knew I had a fast car,
You
best
were-
track, one of my best tracks.
dominant. Dominance is the word that came to mind. Like you said, on the short runs, you were just as fast, if not faster, than anybody else on the track, and it showed there tonight. Before I let you go, do you have any shout-outs you'd like to give?
Shout out Wild West Racing League. Who else? Who else? Shout out Fearless Broadcasting, Electric Thunder. Or that's not even That's not even the right thing. Okay. Shout out to you for streaming this. I'll screw up tonight. Sorry about that.
That's okay, Logan. We're proud of you, and you did great with a third-place finish, and it let you go back down to the waiting room so you can get back with your guys and celebrate this third place. Thanks for taking the time
Thank you.
out with us.
Thank you.
You bet. That was Logan Hill. Now let's bring up Hunter Sr. into our second place finisher and see what he has to say. Hunter Sr. in the number 20 car. How about that second place finish tonight? Thought for sure you had this win, but something with that 00 of Jacob Schaffer, he just had a fuel capacity that seemed to be a little bit more than everybody else.
Yeah, that was I was a little bit shocked. I was riding around and was like, man, I was really sweating that the 12 car was going to get me. He was extremely fast. He almost, he was on my, my butt there for a bit, and I was ready to just give it up to him because he was way fast, and I was, like I said, he was hauling. So and then next thing you know, I look down and I'm seeing him in second, and I was like, man, who's still out here? And the 00, riding around, and I was about 14 seconds back, and I could see the pace dropping. So I was, praying he was going to run out. But that's really cool on his part. That's big congratulations to him to be able to pull that off. I wasn't even expecting it. I didn't think about saving fuel at all right there.
Well, I got to tell you, as I was calling the race, at no point did I say Jacob Schaffer has a chance to win this race. It wasn't until we got close to the end and I saw that everybody else was pitting and he kept out there, and we just kept a watch on him, and he just had what it took. But I got to tell you, you were dominant this entire race. Logan Gill had that short run speed, but you had that longer run speed, and I don't think if we would have had Jacob Schaffer would have had to come in, you definitely would have had this race, right in your grasp.
I mean, it's one of those things that, can't go back and change it. It is what it is. I'm not happy to finish second, but, to see somebody go out there and do something like that, to be able to, pull it out of nowhere, and especially, I'm pretty sure you blindsided pretty much everybody in here. I don't think a single person was expecting that. So, you can't win them all, and it's something that you gotta just move on from and look on to next week. And big congratulations to him again. That's extremely impressive, and I wish I would have thought of that.
Absolutely, and it moves you now in front of Trey Smith for first place points for the season, which is going to be a great help for you as we get into the second half of things going on down here. Before I let you go, do you have any shout-outs you'd like to give?
Yes, sir. Every single week, when I come in here, I know it's going to get really annoying to everybody who's going to be watching. I know it's going to be annoying for you, but I like to give big thanks to Juicy Spider. If you haven't checked them out, go give them a check out. They do a lot of great stuff for a lot of the Coke drivers. They do a lot of great things for for us drivers that race for them. Me, Jared, Donald, Josh. The editing side on Nick and Mike and Mike's wife. They do an incredible job, and honestly, second to none. They're incredible, and those guys are. Every single week, they practice with us, not for just this league, but for, a lot of our other leagues. And those guys are, the best people you can work with, and couldn't give more thanks to those guys. And another big thanks to GLM for accepting me into the team. Wish I could have pulled it off for them tonight, because it's my first race with them and didn't get it done. But there's plenty more. Looking forward to the rest of the season, and looking forward to getting to work more with Trey and those guys. So big thanks to those guys, and couldn't be happier to work with such a great group of people.
Well, Hunter Sr. in the 20 Chevrolet, thanks for spending the time with us in the broadcast booth. I'm going to move you back down so that you can talk to your team and enjoy that second place finish.
Yes, sir. You have a good night.
Thank you. And last but not least is Jacob Schaffer, our victor tonight in the 00 machine. Jacob Schaffer, Barry Stevens in the broadcast booth. You got me.
Hey Barry, how you doing?
I tell you what, you made this race an amazing race. At no time while I was calling this race did I say Jacob Schaffet was going to pass everyone and win this race. You did this on fuel, and strategically, how did you put this whole race together?
Well, under that last caution, I seen we were very, very close to the pit window of being able to make it. By about, I don't know, 8 laps or so, 10 laps. And I was like, you know what? Coming to 1 to green, I'll take the EOL, go down closed pit road, top it off. And that's what I did. Restarted in 3rd gear, short shifted to 4th. And after I got the pace up a little bit of heat in the tires, I just started clutching halfway down the straightaway and killing the car and just letting it coast all the way through, halfway through the corner. And then I would just ease the clutch out, half to 3/4 throttle the rest of the way around the track. And then rinse, recycle, repeat.
I tell you what, Hunter Sr. in 2nd, Logan Gill in 3rd. I spoke with both of them. Neither one of them could believe that you'd pulled off this feat, Jacob. It was an amazing feat, and they were both extremely happy for you that you were able to use this strategy to bring it on home. It really was an amazing feat to watch. You should be proud of yourself for this, and you need to get ready for next week, of course. But before I let you go, do you have anybody you'd like to give some shout outs to?
Yeah, Puppy's Swag Shop for all your customized racing attire or gear that you want. I can have it made for you. Legacy Outfitter gear. Let's see, who else? YO Outlaw Custom Diecast. Circle S Creek. Ultimate Pest Control. You know, got some good partners behind me, backing me for this deal.
Yes, you do, Jacob Schaffet and the 00 machine. Thanks for taking the time with us to explain everything in the broadcast booth, and congratulations on a hard-won and well-thought-out victory tonight.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Yeah, I got to call a wrecker to come take me back to the pits. I ran out of fuel doing my burnout.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you get back so you can celebrate with the boys.
Appreciate it.
You betcha. That was Jacob Schaffet and our 00 machine. So, folks, here we were tonight at Wild West Racing League in the Nashville Super Speedway on a Tuesday night racing, brought to you by Fearless Broadcasting Network. I'm broadcaster Barry Stevens. We hope you enjoyed your Tuesday evening. We know you have choices. We're happy that you took your time out and spent it with us tonight. So, for the Wild West Racing League and Fearless Broadcasting Network, I'm Barry Stevens saying good night.